A mongoose and a cobra face off in a desert-like environment. The mongoose stays low, observing the coiled cobra with its hood flared in a defensive posture. A larger mongoose walks across the sandy terrain, followed by three smaller ones, likely its young. They move through sparse vegetation. A cobra appears in tall, dry grass with its head raised and hood flared, silhouetted by warm-toned skylight, possibly early morning or late evening. The mongoose and cobra face each other again in a sandy area near a large rock. The cobra remains defensive as the mongoose stays alert. A mongoose walks across rocky terrain and approaches a cobra, which rises and flares its hood. The confrontation intensifies. The mongoose makes quick movements. The cobra strikes, but misses. Two mongooses interact near some rocks. One stands upright, scanning the area, while the other investigates nearby. A cobra appears in tall, dry grass, with its head raised and hood flared, silhouetted by warm-toned skylight, possibly early morning or late evening. The mongoose and cobra face each other again in a sandy area near a large rock. The cobra remains defensive as the mongoose stays alert. A mongoose walks across rocky terrain and approaches a cobra, which rises and flares its hood. The confrontation intensifies. The mongoose makes quick movements. The cobra strikes, but misses. Two mongooses interact near some rocks. One stands upright, scanning the area, while the other investigates nearby. A cobra is alone in a wide, sandy desert. It flares its hood, then makes a sudden strike before returning to alert posture. A lizard stands still as a snake approaches, raising its head. Tension builds in the desert silence. Two cobras with hoods flared guard the entrance of a rocky crevice or den. A mongoose sniffs the dry, rocky ground while walking through a desert-like area. A snake guards a clutch of white eggs, coiled with its head raised protectively. A mongoose runs across the sand, followed closely by a striking cobra. The mongoose leaps over a rock with the cobra close behind. A cobra strikes in a defensive posture, then recoils on the dry ground. Partially hidden among dry grass, a cobra watches its surroundings, hood flared. Another face-off. Cobra strikes, mongoose dodges. The two engage in a tense standoff, the mongoose inching forward, the cobra flaring its hood. A mongoose cautiously approaches a cobra in rocky terrain. The cobra rises defensively. The interaction intensifies. The mongoose darts in, provoking repeated strikes from the cobra. The mongoose's quick, agile movements continue as it attempts to bypass the cobra's strikes. It lunges and kicks, briefly knocking the cobra off balance. The cobra strikes again, but the mongoose narrowly avoids being bitten. The mongoose keeps provoking, darting in and out to test reactions. In a grassy area, the cobra keeps striking while the mongoose skillfully evades. A fennec fox encounters a large scorpion in the sand. Both animals observe each other closely. The mongoose and cobra continue their high-speed exchange of attacks and defenses. The mongoose seeks an opening while the cobra defends. A patterned snake coils in a defensive stance, head raised. A mongoose leaps in aggressively, attacking the cobra. They fight at close quarters. The cobra hisses, hood flared, mouth open. Dust kicks up as the mongoose makes a sudden move. The cobra holds its ground. The mongoose leaps over the cobra, showing agility. It rolls on the ground, facing the poised cobra. A close-up reveals the cobra's intricate hood patterns and alert eyes. The mongoose attacks the head of the cobra in a swift strike. The cobra remains coiled and alert on the sand. Again, the two face off. The mongoose lunges forward. A mongoose runs, then encounters an eagle that lands nearby. Brief skirmish ensues. The cobra strikes, and the mongoose dodges at the last moment. The mongoose moves closer, seemingly going for a bite to the head or neck. It makes an aggressive move, appears to lift the cobra briefly before pulling back. Finally, a mongoose stands upright on its hind legs, scanning its surroundings in a posture of alertness.